Sup my lovely bushes, welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to just find out which characters had the most powerful supers in My Hero 1's Justice. So it's not only a little bit of fun, it's also very important knowledge no matter which character you play. You should know which characters can dish out that big damage using that meter. To my surprise, I found out that most level 2 supers actually just deal the same damage, 130. So that's not gonna make for a great top 10, is it? Well, at least the video is not gonna be 20 minutes long in case Endeavour makes it. So instead of level 2 supers, I decided we should be looking at the level 1 supers. How much damage do they deal? Because they deal a lot of different values. And let's get started. At number 10, we have Endeavour with his spear sitting at 90 damage raw. Plus, it's a super that he can do on the ground as well as in the air. Now, remember when I said that most supers actually deal 130 damage? Endeavour breaks that rule. Is one of the few characters that deals more damage than 130. So for this entire list, when two characters deal the same damage on their level 1, but their level 2 deals more damage, I'm gonna use that as a tiebreaker. Obviously, I'm also looking at utility for their level 1s. For instance, Endeavour can do it on the ground and in the air, so that also scores him some more points. But even with those two factors in favor of Endeavour, he still could not overtake our number 9, Bakugo. Bakugo's level 1 also deals 90 damage. Similar to Endeavour, he can also launch it while airborne, which would mean so far they would be tied, meaning the tiebreaker now falls to the level 2 super. How much damage does it deal? Bakugo's level 2 deals a whopping 0.66 damage over Endeavor's level 2. Yeah, get f***ed, Endeavour. At number 8, the damage goes up slightly with Inasa. Inasa's level 1 damage is highly dependent on his position when he activates it. The max damage I could squish out of him was a total of 93, but if you start this super closer or further away from your target, the number will go down. At number 7, we have Muscular with almost 97 damage, and this damage is pretty consistent. And let's not forget that this super has the added effect of buffing his arms, making him stronger after the fact. So that would also be something that I would use for a tiebreaker, but no one else has the same damage as Muscular. So he's gonna sit here all alone at number 7. Also, his level 2 deals even more damage than Bakugo's. Just a fun fact. At number 6, we have regular ass Deku with his finger flick sitting at 97.46 damage. This super also buffs Deku, making him faster afterwards, at the cost of losing health every time he attacks, so don't really know how much of a buff that is, but he certainly deserved at number 6 because he's the only one dealing this amount of damage. Now for our top 5, this list is gonna get a little bit trickier because everyone in this top 5 deals the exact same damage with their level 1. They deal 100 points of damage, every single one of them. So we're definitely gonna have to use some tiebreakers here. It's making a lot of sense why I talked so much about tiebreakers in the previous points, isn't it? So at number 5, we have Shoot Style Deku, whose level 1 is, as I mentioned, 100 damage. But then, that's it. If he could still dash cancel it, this could have been higher on the list, but his level 2 deals 130 damage, same as everyone else, and the level 1 super doesn't buff him or anything, so by default, he's gonna take number 5. The number 4 goes to All Might, and All Might's super also does not buff him or anything special, but his level 2 was the tiebreaker here, dealing 134 damage total. Therefore, he pulls ahead of Deku in this list, but not ahead of our number 3, Froppy. And Froppy's level 2 is actually one of the worst in the game, dealing only 120 damage. So why does she pull ahead? Utility. Her level 1 can be activated in the air as well as on the ground, giving it a lot more utility, allowing Tsuyu to unleash it in a variety of combos, and this will push her to the top 3. At number 2, we have Ida. Ida has a standard level 2, but his level 1 gives him one heck of a speed boost. He can sprint forever and so much faster than normal after activating his level 1, and it doesn't even matter if it hits or misses. A lot of Ida players are always on the lookout for the opportunity to activate this because it's a pretty good buff to that character. And our number 1 is Aizawa. Because what's better than a speed buff? How about cutting off your opponent's legs? Figuratively, I mean. So for a short time, they become the absolute worst character in the game, and ultimately that's what pushes Aizawa to the number 1 spot. And if you're curious about where your character lies on the chart, here is the rest of the list. And if this was a competition for the most powerful level 2 supers, Todoroki would actually win. His level 2 deals the most damage in the game. Also, characters like Momo can be tricky because her super isn't really meant to damage, it's meant to stun the opponent. So it's hard to measure the entire damage that super deals, but this was the best I could do. I hit my opponent once for 5 damage, unleash the super, and then subtract 5 from the total amount because the scaling has not kicked in yet. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite level 1 super in the game. I'd love to know your answers. And that's gonna do it for today, and special shout out to the premium members. I can only do what I do thanks to you guys. You too can become premium, head over to Patreon. We've got some cool rewards over there in case you decide to join. But as always, thank you very much for watching. My name's Globku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.